Resident Evil 0.
A Midwestern town in America, Raccoon City. A solitary island far off in the sea, Rockfort Island. An island that would become the second Raccoon City, Sheena Island. There are still many unanswered questions about these seemingly unrelated yet intensely traumatic events. Though it is believed that the international enterprise umbrella was somehow involved, little is known as to the origin of this faceless corporation. When was it established? By whom? And how was the T-virus created? To uncover the truth, we must delve deeper into the events which transpired in the beginning, before the mansion incident.
Do you think so too?
Yeah.
Do about it. Should hold off for a while. But I wonder how those R&D people would react to this.
Okay. I got about 90, like 93, I think. What's up, let's go. I figured you was watching the game between OKC and the Knicks. I think everybody's watching the NBA, especially to see Lonzo Ball
bizarre murders in the suburbs
tonight.
Of Raccoon City. Nothing in our training could ever have
But
prepared
I'm
us
chilling.
for the nightmare that ensued. We never stood a chance.
What's going on? Engine failure. Emergency landing.
I'll just look at the highlights. Like, I don't even get too wrapped up in the regular season. For real.
Check the current position and investigate the surrounding area.
Captain, look!
I'll tell you what, Esco, I'll do that when we hit 5K. That's when I'll do it for you.
Captain!
What happened?
Court order for transportation. Prisoner Billy Cohen, ex-lieutenant, 26 years old. Court-martialed and sentenced to death July 22nd. Prisoners to be transported
no, I didn't see it live.
base for
I think you asked me to do a reaction video to it. I thought about it, but then, nah, I can't do that. Somebody asked me to do a reaction video to that.
All right, everyone, let's
I
separate
really considered it for a second, and I decided to go against my will and didn't do it. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to this haunted house shit tomorrow, man. I'm not looking forward to this at all.
A train.
No, I'm gonna have to hold off on GameFly for another week right now. Because I had some other stuff I need to take care of first, so it'll probably be next week or something when I actually get it through GameFly. Yeah, I know what you mean, Passion. It's kind of chilly in our room too. It's been a long ass time since I last played this game. Like, I do not remember absolutely positively nothing about this game. It's been a very long time since I played this last.
This is Officer Chambers from STARS Bravo team. Please identify yourself. Is someone there?
The government has announced that it has
What's up, man? How you doing, brother? Yeah, I get pretty much all my games now through GameFly. Like, I haven't actually purchased, like, the last game I really purchased was Resident Evil 7. Other than that, I pretty much buy all my games through GameFly. Or not buy it, but, you know, I get all my games through GameFly now. I'm gonna go the same route like I've been doing, and just get it off of GameFly.
I thought they were dead.
So basically they have different tiers. So let me pause this real quick. So for instance, so if you wanted to, like for me, I got you, Esco. For me, I always rent 2 games. So they charge you $22.99 a month for the 2 games, and if you get 3, it's 30 something, and if it's 4, it's 40 something. It all depends on the amount of games that you actually want to rent. You can also rent movies too if you want to. That's totally up to you as far as exactly what you want to rent. And then also you can keep them as long as you want, and you don't have to worry about no type of fees or anything. To or a certain amount of time that you got to take it or send it back to them. You can keep it for as long as you want, and as long as you and then for as long as you have the game, then whatever's in your queue, as they put it, is going to tell you whether or not if it's available, if it's low availability, if it's very low, and then it's going to be kind of based off of that. So normally what you will always want to do is you want to always have games in your queue, just because if it is something else that you want to play, and if the availability of one game is low and if the other game has already been released, then they'll send you the game that's actually available at the time, and then when that other game becomes available, then they'll send it out to you. So if you got 2 games and one game that you got is like very low, so like right now for me, the availability of the Evil Within was very low, so I'll have to wait until one becomes available, and then it'll actually send you an email to let you know that the game was shipped out, so on and so forth. And pretty much that's the way you go. So you can keep it for a day, you send it back as soon as they get it on their side, and they'll receive it, and then they'll send out the next game, and then the next game. So you can go through like easily if you really wanted to. If you have like 8 games or whatever. All right, Passion. If you got like 8 games in your queue and you just wanted to just try it out just to see what it's like, and then if you don't like it, after a day, and you want to send it back, then you can send it back and you can just rotate. You can literally rotate through game after game after game after game. But like I said, GameFly, it depends on exactly how many games you're going to go through games like that. So, you know, with me doing YouTube, I mean, that's cool for what it's worth, but GameFly, you can keep it for as long as you want. So, once again, it just depends on how frequent you actually going to go through games. But like I said, for myself, with doing YouTube and, you know, the high demand of different games that, you know, you guys want to see me play, GameFly is perfect for me. GameFly is absolutely perfect for me because I can get whatever game that it is that, you know, is a high demand that you guys want to see me play the most of, and then just go from there. I used to be the type to want to actually buy games and collect the physical cases, but after a while, like, I just don't even worry about it anymore.
You seem to know me. Been fantasizing about me, have you?
You're the prisoner that was being transferred for execution. You were with those soldiers outside.
Oh, I see. You're with stars. Well, no offense, honey, but your kind doesn't seem to want me around, so I'm afraid our little chat time is over.
Wait! You're under arrest.
No thanks, Dollface. I've already worn handcuffs.
I could shoot, you know. Edward! Are you alright? What happened?
Yeah, I watched the new Punisher trailer. I was thinking about doing a reaction video to it, but I just decided to, just to watch it on my own. Trailer was much more, calm and laid back than the first one.
Monsters.
And I think it's going to be a damn good show, too. What up, Trey? It's a good thing I didn't get it when you was telling me to get it, man. This thing was discounted to $8 versus the $20. I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna do things differently this time around, Trey, as far as when it comes to the reviews. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, dude, like, you will really find how GameFly is beneficial. But once again, it just depends on how often that you think that you're going to use it. You know, it works out great for me. What I'm going to do this time around, Trey, when it comes to The Walking Dead is I'm going to actually do a reaction / review to each episode. So I'll just have to download the episodes and you know, just give my reaction to the episodes or whatever. And then you know, at the end of each episode, I'll just do a review or a quick review. And go that route. So once you send a game back, you can then get another. Yeah, you can have two out at one time. That's the thing. So when I had Tekken 7, I had Tekken 7 and Crash Bandicoot at the same time. So once again, it's all dependent on your game queue or your queue. So you can have two games. So if you got, you know, two games on your membership thing, you can have two games out at once, and then whatever your next two games there are in your queue will be the next two games that get sent out once you send, you know, if you send both of them back at the same time, then those two next games that's up will be Hold on, everybody. That's the wife texting me real quick. Yeah, shipment is pretty fast. You'll probably get in about 2 to 3 days at that. It just depends. All right, my bad, everybody. I played a little bit of it, but I haven't really put in the time to really play it. South Park is in my queue along with The Evil Within 2, and then I also have World War, Call of Duty World War 2, and I have
It's gonna be dangerous from here on in.
Wolfenstein 2.
Cooperate?
That's in my queue.
Cooperate with you?
But Evil Within 2 and
girl, if you haven't
South Park
noticed,
are the
there's some
top 2
pretty
games in my
freaked out
queue.
things on this
And then
trail.
right after that, like I
And
said,
for
it's going to
one, wanna
be
get outta here. I don't think we stand a
Wolfenstein,
chance
and then
doing
it
alone.
is
You
Call of
expect me
Duty.
to trust you, a wanted felon? I don't need your help. I can handle this on my own. And don't call me little girl.
All right, Miss Do-It-Yourself. What should I call you?
The name is Rebecca Chambers, but that's Officer Chambers to you.
Well then, Rebecca, why don't you go and try while I wait here?
I can't, man. You know the thing about Assassin's Creed, man? And it's the same thing with, and I guess you could say the same thing with Call of Duty, but, like, that shit comes out, I feel it comes out way often than, oh no, you good, Caleb. I mean, but just to kind of give you a heads up as far as how GameFly is. Yeah, that's a surprise that it's been 2 years since an Assassin's Creed game has came out. That's a huge surprise.
Excuse me, sir. Sir.
Like I said, I totally forgot what to do about this shit, man. I just wasted my damn bullets on that. Extra dramatic. Cuphead is only an Xbox exclusive, which sucks.
Okay.
I would love to have played that, man. I would have loved to have played that, but that's only on Xbox. So, Xbox and Steam.
Who is that guy?
What's going on? Who's controlling the train?
Go and check out the first engine car. Listen, we gotta cooperate with each other from now on. You got that?
Well, I don't...
Clue in, girl. Or maybe you like being worm bait.
All right. But you just remember, I will shoot you if you try anything funny.
Fine. Now take these with you. If you find anything, give me a call, all right?
I forgot about that. Switching characters and stuff. So, I'm trying to think on how this video is going to work tomorrow with this, recording myself with this haunted house shit. I'm pretty sure I'll come up with an idea on how to do it, but been trying to sit here and brainstorm how I'm going to actually kind of set it. Okay. How did it lag you out, Trey? Now, I totally forgot all about that mechanic as far as switching players. Oh yeah, of course I am. I mean, it's a Resident Evil game. I don't know what else you expect. Now, I ain't gonna front, man. Now, it's been a long ass time since I played this. It's been a long time since I played this. So a lot of stuff I forgot all about this game. This is an old game. This has, I think it's updated graphics to like HD or something like that, probably. But other than that, this is an old Resident Evil game. try to use this knife. Shake the shit out of him. Shit. Bet the E. Oh. Man, there's absolutely no faith, man. Absolutely, positively no faith. Messed up, man. Yeah, it don't sound like it to me, man. Don't sound like it to me, man. I'm pretty sure, man. I'm pretty sure. Why I keep hitting the triangle button? Wonder if I can drop the knife down to her. Okay, went the wrong way again. Need some type of tool to open it. Is it bad to always put games on easy during the first? I wouldn't say it's bad. I wouldn't say that. How was a knife too big? Hell, I don't blame you for doing that back in the day, man. I don't blame you at all for doing that. So how can I do leave item? I don't know how to switch. How the fuck do I pick it up? Oh shit. The fuck am I doing? I hate dying and getting stuck at parts and be like, I paid $60 to see cutscenes, not have boss keep killing me. I can understand that, man. I can understand that. Give me that key. There we go. Wrong key. Just about to try all these doors. Yeah. It won't be like a one and done type thing. Go. Train key. Don't need that anymore. Just go ahead and throw that away. Yo, what up, D? What's going on, man? Maybe I can't combine the herbs. That's dumb. That's absolutely dumb. Trust and believe me, man. I totally understand, brother. Hope things are good there for you, at least for you, anyway. Yeah, I know what you mean, man. I know what you mean. That's stupid. You got this man picking up red and green herbs in order, and you got to be Rebecca in order to mix it. I mean, I guess I can understand why you would need to do that, but that's still, don't like that. Well, I guess I can understand that, but still, like, I think that's, I don't know. I guess there's just a wrinkle that they just threw into it just to make it different, I guess. I don't know. Go ahead, that man, use that herb. Told you, man, you just got no faith, man. Just absolutely, positively no faith. I didn't pick up shotgun shells. I picked up handgun bullets. Alright, so we can go ahead and, yeah, definitely pick up that shotgun. I don't need that right now either. So let's see what we got in the inventory. We can send her... Nope, just go ahead and leave that. I'll be alright without it. And I can send that to her. Come back and get the shotgun. And shotgun shells. A lot of backtracking, but whatever, it's cool. Now I'm probably about to die, because it's a boss fight. Yeah, it's a boss fight. I should have dropped the fucking handgun. And, okay. We'll just do it this way. We would just do it this way. I know, right, D? So let's do it this way. Let's drop this. Let's drop this. Pick up that shotgun. And we'll run back and get that shit. Do it that way. because I need every bit of this shit that's in here right now. Except for the I was going to warn you about boss didn't want to cheat. Yo, where'd the shotgun go? Hold on. Hold on. No. I know I picked that shit up. Shit better not take up 2 slots. Two blocks? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Alright, it's fine. We'll leave that too. 2 blocks for the shotgun. I'm sitting here thinking that I picked up the damn shotgun the whole time. Alright, let's deal with this damn scorpion shit. I'm not sitting there all day trying to reload. Damn. Alright, his health is good right now. Fuck out of my face. Okay, that hurts. Oh, he's still good. Okay. Alright, man, I see you. Taking them shots. Fuck out of here. Get out of here. Oh, shit. Man, you a G, man. You taking these damn shits like it's nothing. Okay, you gotta be hurt now. You gotta be hurt. You gotta be hurt. Okay, I was about to say you better be something right now. Okay. Oh shit. Alright, man. Are you dead or not? Well, I ain't died just now, damn it. Just like you thought I was. That ain't happened. Alright, let's go ahead, let's pick this up. Let's go send that to Rebecca. Told you, man, don't doubt me, man. That's one thing you don't do. Even though I wasted all those damn shotgun shells shooting him in the spot he shouldn't have been shot at, but still. Just don't doubt me. Nope. Nope, don't need that neither. Knife. Yeah, might as well. And I think I'm good. Oh, you picked up the wrong thing. Ice pick. If I would have paid attention the first time around, then I wouldn't have wasted all those damn shotgun shells on that. Alright, gotta come back and get that damn thing. Also, later in the game, enemies will attack. Yeah, I remember that part about it. That part I do remember about the game, Trey. But I appreciate the heads up. Yeah, that's only if I set the part to not do nothing. Or I can set it to attack. So it just depends on, I guess, the way it's set up with them. I think this is the thing. I think when it came to like, I want to say it was like Resident Evil Revelations or Revelations 2. I think that's what I wasn't feeling it that much because something about it was just off. I just don't remember, like, oh, what up, Drew? What's going on, brother? Just realized it was you, man. What's happening? Hopefully you don't go off eating ass like you did the last time. I'm just joking with you, brother. Drew was here 1 minute, commenting and everything, and all of a sudden that man disappeared for the rest of the stream. I mean, they probably were good. I just didn't give it a fair shake, man. Like, in all honesty. Like, I'm pretty sure I just didn't give it a fair shake. All right, Drew. Who, me, man? Well, I got to be all that, brother. Oh, for real? Teachers are getting worse and worse. What's going on with the teachers, man? What's happening? Like, what have they been doing? You can have every bit of that shit, man. I'm good. Saw a video of a teacher getting worked up, so got in the student's face. What was it about, though? Hold on, Trey. Hold on, Trey. Hold on. Fuck that shit, man. Fuck that shit, man. That's fucked up. That's real fucked up, Trey. I got you, brother. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good, man. That's how I get treated. Just how I get treated. Terrible, man. Absolutely, positively terrible. Messed up, man. I get treated so terribly. I think I'm about to leave that knife, man. I'm gonna have to leave that knife. That knife is gonna have to stay here. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's real crazy. But it kind of shows you, man, that I mean, in all honesty, hold on, let me pause this real quick. Let me let the girls know it's time for them to go to bed. Hold on, real quick, and then we continue. All right, I'm back. All right, so yeah, like I was about to say, man, I was just having a conversation with my oldest today, and she was talking about she feels sorry for one of the teachers because, you know, kids be sitting there disrespecting her, calling her all types of names and stuff like that. And since when the movie theaters pause? Since now, damn it. That's when movie theaters start pausing. Since I started. Oh, fuck. Fuck that zombie. That kind of scared me for a second. But yeah, it was just like, you know, she was sitting there talking about, she was sitting there talking about the simple fact of, like, you know, how she felt bad for the teacher, and how the teacher was sitting there getting disrespected and all types of stuff, and getting called all types of names, and, you know, saying how nice the teacher is. And to be real, I think I honestly feel as though teachers have the toughest job in the world, man. Like, real talk. Like, I really think they have the toughest job in the world, because they got to go through so much BS, man. They got to go through so much BS. And I feel like they don't get the credit that they absolutely deserve. I think they're underpaid as hell, for one, which is already messed up in itself. See that harpoon gun? So it's just like, it's a catch-22, because you sit there and you see what's going on, and you hear what's happening, you know, with these teachers and students and stuff like that. And so, you know, you have no other choice but to sit there and really, you know, feel for them. Like, whenever I see videos of, like, these students sitting there, I'll look it up once I get done streaming, Drew. Like, when I see these videos about these students sitting there and getting in these teachers' faces and trying to fight the teachers, but then all of a sudden, he needs 2 fucking shots for that too. And you see these students getting in these teachers' faces, and the teachers get a bad rap for doing it. I see that now. Got it. And operated brake. So now I need to put that shit back on the hook. Okay, it's cool. What the hell you talking about? Should you bring grape jelly or maple syrup? Dude, what the fuck is this dude doing? Why is he just standing outside? Better bring that ass, Rebecca. Thank you, man. Do something. Shit. Of course I can't carry this item right now. Ain't nobody tell your ass to run right to the zombie. Hey man, she was the idiot that just ran right into the zombie. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Why she looked thinner in the remake? Because she was actually. I think she was younger in the remake. Fuck. Shoot Rebecca. What the fuck are you doing? And I know you hurt. God damn it. Oh, I thought you was talking about the other Resident Evil remake that had came out. No, I think the original Resident Evil came out, I think it happened in like 97. This is in 1998. Okay, I mean, you might be right, Drew. You might be right. I just remember her, I just remember her being in, oh, I did that video earlier, Trey. That just popped up in your suggestion feed? Well, I hope you like it, man. Hope you enjoy it, brother. But if I'm not mistaken, Drew, if I'm not mistaken, the Resident Evil, the original Resident Evil took place back in 97, and I think this took place in 98. I don't know, brother. You gotta ask Trey that. I don't, see, that's the thing, man, like, yeah. Like, how can this be a prequel if this takes place in 98? If the timeline of this game, I believe, takes place in 98. I don't know, man. You gotta, look that up, Drew. Look that up, man. Because I could have swore that the timeline of this took place in 1998. And I know the mansion incident took place in 97. Like, I know for sure Resident Evil, like the original Resident Evil took place in 1997. Like, I do remember that much for sure. This one, I'm not too sure if this is a prequel or this takes place after the, this takes place after the incident in Raccoon City, or at the mansion. Yeah, this might be a prequel to one of the other Resident Evils, but I don't think this is a prequel to the to Resident Evil, to this one. I mean, to the first one. Get your ass down. Oh, what the fuck are you doing, Billy? Whatever the fuck your name is. He got ate the fuck up. That's what happened to him. I wasn't even controlling that man. He got ate up.
Resident Evil 0.
Oh no, I didn't save. Ain't that a bitch? Alright, fuck it. I'm gonna start on easy, damn it.
0.
That's why I hate this partner shit, man. It's fucking dumb. Like, I'm not even controlling the man and he getting ate up. Alright, it's all good. And I didn't even technically die. That fucker died. On his own. Alright, it's cool. It's cool. What you mean, what you talking about, Trey? Oh, you talking about as far as timeline-wise?
Please identify yourself. Is someone there?
Split personality issues.
What just happened?
Skip all this shit. Don't need to watch all this all over. Want to be hit up the wife real quick. All right, cool. Now it depends on the game though, D, because I mean, some games have like such a fucking complicated timeline that it's hard to kind of keep track of it. Assassin's Creed is one of those damn games of where like the timelines are completely screwed up. Like I got so yeah, you're not lying about that, man. Oh yeah, I always always text fast, man. I don't take forever to text. Like I respond to text messages real quick. Which you probably heard that about how fast I was typing. It's probably talking about it's probably just like a reminder, I guess, because I don't know, man. I honestly don't know, but I just know that this I think took place after the events at the I just remember this taking place after the events at the mansion. That's the only thing I remember. Like the main thing I remember with so I was just talking about Assassin's Creed. So the main thing I remember about Assassin's Creed is how well, it's understandable, Drew, if you don't really pay too much attention. It's totally understandable. So I can't even fault you, man. Assassin's Creed, man, I just, like, after part 2, I gave up. I just totally gave up on it. I totally gave up. Like, I was watching a video on YouTube about, you know, explaining the timeline as far as, like, from Assassin's Creed 1 to, I want to say it was Assassin's Creed 3 or 4. But I was just like, man, I'm just fucking confused. Like, I was just real confused about what the fuck was going on. And I kind of gave up. And I was like, you know, I don't have time to sit there and try to keep up with the timelines on this. So I was just like, you know, whatever. But like I said, it's that game is like, it's so many of them. And like I said, as far as how often they came out, that I just kind of I don't understand like how they all, if they even all coincide together anymore. Like I really don't know if they do that now. And that's the thing that's confusing, because it's like, all right, well, you don't know what to expect. So yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's correct though, then, Drew. That this one came out before I guess whichever one takes place in Spencer's mansion. What I'm thinking is which is kind of confusing because it's either got to be Code Veronica or it's got to be part 2. But I don't remember her in Code Veronica. She wasn't in Code Veronica. Not that I know of. I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't know. I honestly don't know if they really paid too much attention to that though, Trey. I mean, not Trey, Drew. I really don't think they paid too much attention. I think they released the, I think they just released the game just because, you know, thinking of like another title to come out. But I know that was with Claire. But I'm trying to think, if she was at Spencer's mansion, and I know Spencer's mansion is Code Veronica.
Go and check out the first engine car. Listen, we gotta cooperate with each other from now on. You got that?
So I don't know, man. I'm gonna look that up, man. I'm gonna look that up and see how that coincides with, like, how this coincides with the rest of the story. Which I can't fault you for being confused, man. I can't fault you for being confused at all, because I mean, it doesn't add up like that. Let me go back up here. Yeah, so I don't know, man. I really don't know. But I really got to look into that, man. I really got to look into that. Rockford Island. And then see, I think what's confusing right now. I think what's confusing right now is not knowing exactly where this kind of falls into place. Because I mean, I'm good. Like from if you're not taking this one into consideration, and you're just looking at just the regular, you know, all the other ones that just came out in concession, then the timeline makes sense. But when you throw this one into it, then that's where it becomes confusing. And it's like, all right, so how in the hell does this make sense as far as like how it comes into play, or how this actually really, how this really goes with the story? Because like, really sit there and think about it. Like, we didn't see this dude Billy in the game after this. I really honestly feel like they just put this shit, they released this game just for the hell of it, because they wanted to release another Resident Evil for the console at the time, which I think was the GameCube at the time. That's just crazy though, man. That's just absolutely crazy. That's absolutely crazy. So I don't know, man. I don't know. That's just one of those things of where, you know, if it is a prequel, I don't think it was N64, brother. I don't think any Resident Evil game came out for N64. Like, the way I look at this game, honestly, and this is just my personal opinion. Like, the way I'm looking at this game, I'm looking at this as just like another game that they just threw out there, just for the hell of it. Because if you look at Resident Evil Dead Aim, like, what the fuck? Like, do you really sit there and remember Resident Evil Dead Aim? Like, a lot of people don't remember that. I only remembered it because I played the hell out of it. And it wasn't even because of the simple fact that it was a good game. It was just, you know, another Resident Evil game that was different. And, you know, it was able to put it into that first person mode and, you know, shoot zombies that way. Or what's the other one? Resident Evil Survivor. Like, Resident Evil Survivor was just it was like a rail shooter, basically. And I remember that game because I played the hell out of that game too. So I honestly, like, realistically speaking for myself, like, I don't consider this to be, well, now Darkside Chronicles kind of go into all the different things of Resident Evil that came out and just put it into like a real shooter format. So I wouldn't really consider that like a staple in the actual franchise. It was just a game that came out. And I mean, it does go a little more in depth with the story, but it's not really, in my opinion, something that I would consider, like, you know, part of the actual timeline of Resident Evil, for myself anyway. So I don't know, man. Just something about this one, I just don't really consider it as like, you know, part of, I mean, it's part of the franchise, don't get me wrong, but like one of the most important things of like the story, like, I don't really consider it because it doesn't really come into play. Like, it really doesn't come into play like that. Like, I know you can unlock Wesker and play Wesker in this game, but that's pretty much it. What's up, Passion? Finally seen you. Glad to see you come back. So I don't know, man. It's up for debate. I mean, it's a good debate if you want to really try to, I guess, put this in a sense of where this actually sits in the timeline of Resident Evil. But just me personally, like I said, I just don't really feel like it's actually fit to be part of like a major timeline in the actual game itself. Emailing Capcom, you don't even got to do that, brother. You really don't even have to do that. Like I'm pretty sure if someone has made a video of timeline and how the story connects with one another with one release versus the other. Like I'm pretty sure that exists. Which I'm probably going to end up looking up myself and seeing, you know, if that is the case and like how exactly this come into play versus any other Resident Evil game. I mean, really, in all honesty, like, I think the one that was really had me wondering, and I'm pretty sure we'll get the question answered when the Not a Hero DLC comes out in December. Speaking of which, hold on, man. Let me pause this real quick. Let me pause this. So, looking at the trailer for the last DLC for Resident Evil 7, I am 1,000% positive. I am 1,000% positive that they're making another one. I am so damn positive that they're making another one. It's not even funny. Like, if you had seen the trailer, and it's at the very end of it, at the very end of the trailer, where they show Zoe, and she doesn't get killed. Like you think she gets killed, but she doesn't get killed. And she looked like she had been morphed into something. I just seen the timeline video and RE0 is first, but I didn't do a reaction video to the Punisher trailer, Passion, because I just honestly I didn't feel like doing one. I just wanted to check out the video or check out the trailer. He said it takes place in the Arclave Mountains on Rockford Island. But the Arclave Mountains and Rockford Island is from Code Veronica. I don't know who that dude is, man. Like, I am so fucking sure. Like, I am so sure that they're making another one. Like, it is a guarantee. Unless something happens in this DLC. Unless something happens in this DLC, I am so positive that they're making a part 8. Like, I will be stunned if they are not making a part 8. I will be absolutely stunned if they're not. I wouldn't go that far, Drew. I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't say that. But I just know, man, like, it's just, if all it takes is for a DLC to end a franchise that's been up for 20 years. No, I don't think it's the end, man. I think it's just going to be a prequel to what's going to be coming up in part 8. That's all I'm thinking. That's all I'm thinking, because based off of, you know, the end of the game and stuff like that, like, everyone else, including myself, really, for real, thought she was dead. I thought she was dead, but I'm so sure she alive. Like, looking at that trailer and seeing the dude pick her up and saying that, you know, he'll take care of her. Like, I know she's alive, man. I know for a damn fact she's alive. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with this Chris DLC. It's not a hero DLC. That's his BS RE7 shit. It was cute. it going. Come on, Drew. It's nothing wrong with Resident Evil 7, man. It's not as bad as you making it seem to be. It's not as bad as you making it seem to be, man. It is okay. That fucking scorpion is dead. I'll tell you that damn much. I understand what you mean, Drew. I understand what you mean, but at least they do have someone from the original game in it right now. So it's not all bad. It's not all a bad thing. Like, it's a lot of good to it. But I think, you know, a lot of people want it to be, a lot of people wanted it to be, you know, like the original. And so the fact that the game was totally different from what everyone had thought it was going to be, and some people are not open to the idea of it being, you know, a first-person type thing, which I feel as though is much better. I mean, there's nothing wrong with, like, you know, this type of style and stuff like that, but I was open to the idea. I was really open to the idea. So it's not bad, Drew. It's not a bad thing at all, Drew. I think it's just fine. It's just the simple fact of it being something, I don't know about Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I will probably actually stream the Dragon Ball Z Fighters, because I definitely want to get my hands on that shit, man. Like, I can't, and I know it's going to be fast-paced as hell, and it's going to take a ton of time for me to actually really get good with that game, because I got to practice like hell. But I definitely want to get my hands on that for sure. And to kind of piggyback off what you're saying, Drew, you're totally right as far as with the statement. You know, for something to be great, it must undergo change. I think they did try that experiment with that change, with the whole shit with Resident Evil 6, that garbage. Like, that game was so bad, man. It was so bad on so many different levels. so many different levels. Like RE5 was okay. It was just okay. And you know, it sucks that that game came out after Part 4, and Part 4 is like almost like a masterpiece in a sense. But RE6, oh man. Don't even want to think about that, man. I don't even want to think about that. You'll be able to get one passion a lot sooner than later. RE6 at least followed the storyline. Yeah, true, but it just like man, but I don't know what to say about it. I really, as you can clearly see, I don't know what to say about it because that game was so fucking bad, man. That game was so bad. It was so bad it's not even funny on how bad that game is. Like, it was cool to see, you know, Sherry pop up back in the game again. But it was just... Shit was just fucking horrible, man. Out of my damn face. It was just so horrible. It was just so horrible. There's an SNES game system being sold on Craigslist. Talking about the SNES Mini. I want to get my hands on that shit. That's actually, believe it or not, Passion, that is not a bad price. And I'm not even a big fan of people, you know, buying the games and reselling the system, you know, for 10 times more than what they actually paid. But that is not too bad of a price. I can honestly say that much. That is not too bad of a price. I've seen people sell the shit on eBay and Craigslist for $300-400. Well, yes, the original is dirt cheap. However, getting the games for it can be expensive. It depends on the game for one. And also it really depends on the game and the rarity of it. Is what it boils down to. Like, I remember when Funko Land when it was still called Funko Land, and I remember I went into a Funko Land. I remember playing Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which that game is fucking amazing. If you've never played that game, I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, you have to play that. You have to play that game. Garage sales, thrift shops, and mom and pop game stores. Yep, that's the best time. That's the best way to get those games. So when I seen, I remember how good Castlevania Symphony of the Night was, but I also remember how rare that game is to try to find as far as like the actual disc copy of it. And I seen it on Funko Land, and they had it at Funko Land for $100. I said, fuck that. Was not going to spend $100 for Castlevania Symphony of the Night, no matter how great that game was. It was no way in hell that I was paying $100 for that game. No way. Absolutely, positively no way. And it's a good thing I didn't, because they ended up releasing it on the PSN network for $15. I actually still got it on my PS3 to this very day. My oldest daughter got my PS3. Ghouls and Goblins. Yeah, I think I seen a video on whatchamacallit, on YouTube, on Resident Evil's YouTube channel. I probably said that wrong, but whatever. I don't care. I said ghouls, not ghouls. I said ghouls. Exactly the name that popped up. I did pronounce the L, not just ghouls. Well, you can imagine it in your brain. I said it. I know I said it. Fuck all that. Hey, it's not the used system, Passion. My PS3 was actually used. I bought it off eBay for $200. Lasted me for the entire time until I actually replaced it. All right, Drew, take it easy. Yeah, I'll be here tomorrow, man. Take it easy, man. Be on the lookout for the video tomorrow. That fucking haunted house shit. Not looking forward to that at all, once again. Good luck on whatever you got going on tomorrow, Drew. All right, man. No problem, brother. All right, I got you, D. Take it easy, brother. I'll definitely be back on here tomorrow night, so don't worry about that much. Take it easy, brother. Esco was watching the basketball game, and Trey, I have no idea what the hell happened to Trey. And Caleb, I don't know what happened to him either. So your guess is as good as mine. But I have the slightest idea. Yeah, pretty much, Passion. We'll find out eventually. Excuse me. That's the other thing I need right there. I was not trying to use it. Shit. What did I drop it? Okay, I did drop it. Thank God. You think so? I don't think so, Passion. I think it came around the time it normally shows up at. On my end anyway, for me. I mean, it was kind of humid here too, but it wasn't hot. Like in the evening, it definitely cooled down for sure.
This is Delta Team. This is Delta Team. We have gained control of the train. Over.
Understood.
This does not make any sense. How was the T-virus leaked? And why did it contaminate both the lab and the mansion, as well as a train almost 3 miles away?
That's irrelevant. We must make sure no knowledge of this gets out. Destroy the train. Completely. How far away are you from the nearest branch line?
About 10 minutes to...
What happened?
Can be challenging, which I can understand. It definitely can be challenging. Alright, cool. I know, literally, right? There's some type of nasty ass worms. It's the best thing. It's the best way for me to describe it.
The train will either derail or crash. I gotta stop this thing.
Using the brake control, the following 3 steps are necessary to operate the brakes. Activated controls. Enter the code. Billy or Rebecca? Billy or Rebecca? Billy or Rebecca? Rebecca can stay behind.
I'll go over to the back deck and manipulate the control panel for the brake. Then you apply the brake from here, okay?
All right. Billy,
Billy has the shotgun.
be careful.
Yeah.
So I gotta hurry up and do this within a certain time frame. I'm about to waste my time shooting y'all. I know you're alive somewhere around here. If you're not there no more. Get off me. forgot which way I had to go. Shit. I believe I'm going the right way. Try that again later. What the hell do you mean try that again later? Hard to say. I don't know the code. Ah, fuck. Nah, hold on. Hold on. I gotta send another text out to the wife. Hold on real quick. Trying to make sure she got the stuff she was supposed to get today. Oh shit, that's still going on too.
This is Billy. I've engaged the control device for the brake. Over.
Roger. I'll put the brake on now.
Should have bought some frosted cookies. That would have been great. Especially for you. I was just putting in shit, basically. I have no idea how in the hell it worked. I just honestly was just doing shit just to see if it worked. At this point, I don't care how it worked. All I know is all I know it works. So it's all that matters to me.
Rebecca.
I'm here.
Are you all right? Hey, you managed to stop the train.
Yes, we managed.
We have to find a way out.
I don't know what the fuck these bottles and shit are. I don't know. I need to find an ink ribbon so I can save. That much I do know.
The Umbrella Research Center? The first general manager, Dr. James Marcus.
Who on earth are those people?
She's just a rookie, a member of STARS.
What about the mail?
I'm unfamiliar with him.
Attention. This is Dr. Marcus. Please be silent as we reflect upon our company motto. Obedience breeds discipline. Discipline breeds unity. Unity breeds power. Power is life.
Who are you?
It was I who scattered the T-virus in the mansion. Needless to say, I contaminated the train, too.
What?
Revenge. On Umbrella.
Dr. Marcus?
10 years ago, Dr. Marcus was murdered by Umbrella. You helped them, didn't you?
Okay, let me just find this ink ribbon. So all I want is just the ink ribbon so I can save. Speaking of that, there we go. You got enough. Alright, well, I'm going to end it here. It's a pretty long stream. I didn't know it was almost done. It was over 2 hours already. So I'm going to be back tomorrow. And then we'll just pick up from here and see what else we get to. So take it easy, Passion. I'll see you tomorrow. And anybody else watching the stream after it posts, I will see you guys tomorrow as well. Take it easy, everybody.